Go.
What's up, Maestro?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we were gonna open it up and see how many partners we could get for the Anon thing. At their request, we were gonna cap it at 20. And I think it might actually be at 19 already. I think they requested to have Sublime Sounds in on it, and I didn't have them on my list this morning, so I gotta fix that. And freaking
Okay.
Beats is here this morning, so like, what do do we not invite the fucking Maestro? I think we're probably gonna have to ask Anon and see how they feel about that. Cheers to Red Scorpion, who introduced us to the Infinite Carnival experience, which just kind of scares me a little bit. Like, I don't know what that just sounds like. Like a, I don't know. For some reason that it's just think I'm clowns forever. So like Anyway, so today on the show we're gonna go through. Just kind of say hi to all of our current partners. We'll stop by some web pages.
Yes.
We'll stop by some Twitters. We'll give them a happy shout out for these products. They're going to be getting 50 spots on a whitelist to basically send us wax addresses for however they want to calculate that, whether it's for owning stuff or doing bounties on Twitter, however they want to do that. And then that'll be how many spots, depending on how many times your wax addresses end up on the big list at the end, will be the number of packs that you can claim. And we decided this morning what we're going to do is we're just going to make it really simple. The tickets that you're going to use in the fair launch are going to come in packs because there might be some surprises in the packs as well, which is going to be really fun. The pack claim will be free, right? Just depending on how many times your wax address is on the list.
I think it shouldn't be free.
Okay. That would be a massive change that we have definitely
maybe
not.
it should
Like,
still
maybe
be
for
free. Well, the thing is that there will be so little. There will be only 1,000.
Yeah.
And it will only be open for 24 hours.
Yes.
So it feels like it should be something that you really want to have. Otherwise, there will be a lot of waste.
I mean, it's a claim, so I don't think there's going to be any waste. And the whole thing is like,
because then you cannot sell 1,000 spots. That's the thing. If the 1,000 spots are not claimed, there will be tokens that will never be sold from the fair launch.
Yeah.
So
we really just burn them.
Sorry.
We could just burn them.
You cannot decide that. That's up to the Anon team.
As a suggestion.
They can also burn it, don't you?
Yeah.
So
No,
that's very I think that's very important, making the distinction. We are the launchpad, they are the team, so they decide, not us.
I agree, but we're tossing around ideas. That was just an idea.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, I think I think it's too late to make that change now.
What change?
You want to have that not be free?
I think the only thing is that it has to be in a way that it's really that we really make sure that the 1,000 spots are used.
Yeah, I agree, and that comes down to I think communicating really effectively with the teams, which I have started in earnest today. They've got all the information that they need, and making sure that the people that are going to be on this list are people that are very, very aware of it. It's not just kind of random.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Because, there's a big difference. For winner, we had over 3,000 spots.
Yeah.
And these will be only 1,000. So it's a big difference. True. It's a big difference. It's less than 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we have to make sure that.
I mean, the way that we did this that first time, I think, and this is, I think, actually what we were sort of trying to address. We just had more spots or tickets out than you could use, basically, right? Just sort of like. And I think it was sort of like understanding that not everybody's going to notice or care or whatever. Because we're going to have the blend will be up. Well, okay, so could we not
Well,
just match it to the number of them and just get claimed? No, because we were gonna.
yeah,
That's why, because we were gonna do the claim and the thing at the same time.
yeah, it will be a claim, and that's fine. But just remember that only from Betsy and Nifty Blocks there were 1,400 NFTs claimed last time. And of course, we have to divide that by 2 because there were only community NFTs. That's not counting the bounty NFTs, but there were more than 1,400 or almost 1,500 community NFTs claimed, not sent to people, claimed. So that makes at least that those must have been 750 spots of the previous sale.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was 1/4 maybe of the total claims.
Right. So,
yeah,
I mean, if we're gonna make any changes, 2 hours ago was when to do it. Now's the second best time to do it.
No, I think we're not going to make any changes. I think we because we already said that we have to be consistent with what we say. But
I mean,
we have to make sure that those 1,000 are not only really claimed, but are given to people who are going to buy those. That fair launch like crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that's the only thing that we have to make sure that that's what happens.
Yeah.
So I guess criteria for every partner to share those 50 places, 50 tickets should be very well set.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I'll put out sort of given some like a little bit of sort of suggestions about kind of how to do it or whatever. But I think like the more communication we drive that home, the better, right? I mean, we want to help Anon have the best thing possible.
Absolutely.
We want our partner products to be able to get some kind of cool, promo buzz out of doing all this or whatever. But having that be the thing, like, to do this, you need to have like 50 people, not, given 20 to 2 accounts or whatever, right? Like that, like we want to get this as wide as humanly possible with people that actually want to participate.
Yeah, that's a little bit the thing. How can you do it to give it only to 50 people?
Yeah. Yep. Well, for the bigger projects too, right? I think there's some for no, I think all of them have more active user bases than that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
and I hope they are all large enough projects so that they the ticket distribution is done in a fair way. But that's
it'll make sense.
That's fine.
We should write up because again, now that you guys are in on Juan and Corey office meeting part 785. And I'll say I love brainstorming this stuff with everybody, because there's been so many times that people watching have comments that really shift our thinking and kind of enhance what we're doing. So it just works out really well, which has been really fun. Where was I going with that though? I think like we should probably off air kind of drop some notes even now about kind of what we would have already done differently, right? Like in our effort to kind of really simplify things, which we've done. I think we've sort of cornered ourselves on a couple things that might really help future projects as far as figuring out like what's your actual goal with the ticket NFT with your fair launch, right? Are you going for 1,000 people? Because this, for us, we're not going to get 1,000 people this way, right? It's definitely not going to go to 1,000 different wax addresses with different people right now, the way that we're doing this, right? So if we're working backwards from the sort of number of buyers or the kind of buyers that we want to have in a drop or whatever, like I think it'll maybe help us think about how we want to actually go forward.
But the main question is, do we want to get to 1,000 people and let 1,000 people get one spot, one ticket, or do we want to get to as many people as we want and let them have as many tickets as they can?
Yeah, I mean, the feedback that we got that sent us on this path from lots of people is that they wanted it to be more exclusive. Now, I mean, what the people coming into the fair launch want and what the project wants are not always the same thing, right? Of course, 5 people want to get as much as they possibly can. So there's different incentives there, right? But that I think
for
was what
sure.
drove our decision on this one. But I think it makes tons of sense. I mean, as far as like launch bags, we're the launch pad. What we want to
Yeah.
be helping people out, the projects out to do, is to obviously get the widest distribution possible. That's what's best for them. In my humble view, right? Other people
No, no,
might
no.
have a different view and want to do it differently, but that
I,
seems to be
I
that it would be
agree,
the best way to
but,
start.
but just think about this. I don't even know who are the partners, because I'm not really involved in choosing the partners. But think about this. Let's say that you have a partner who's a collection that has NFT that you can buy for 5 wax.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's the case with the partners we have, but let's say that's the case. And 50 people who are buying NFTs for 5 wax will have the same chances as people who has $5,000 worth of NFT staked to get their tickets.
Yeah, it's a
So
different thing.
one spent 5 wax to get his ticket, the other one staked $5,000 worth of tokens to get the same ticket. So that's, I think, something we have to be very careful with. What value is every partner giving to his community?
Yeah, I think, and we did sort of very simple variable amounts last time with all the community NFTs, and
Yes.
that worked kind of okay. And just I think in our sort of aggression to get things down, we sort of were saying 50 each with 20 projects or whatever. We kind of weren't paying attention to that, and honestly, blame me. Like it's just that's something I probably should have thought of while we were doing all this
No, I
stuff.
think it's not about blaming anyone. I think
But
it's
no,
only
like
about thinking
it's
what's
good
the
to think
best
about.
way to do it, and that's
Right,
it.
100%. Yeah, because I mean it's a really good point. Like that having projects at different sizes, and again, like for future drops, we want to be able to make recommendations to people that are really valuable from all of our experience, right? So I'm just kind of taking mental notes to myself that's going to be a thing that that we want to just remember, because it totally makes sense, right? If you're staking 5,000 nefty versus I don't know, I don't even know. I'm not sure how well, and again, like some people are gonna be doing the social bounties, right? Like Dapper is gonna be I would imagine doing some Twitter stuff. I think excuse me, I think Uplift might do like half and half or something like that, right? So it's gonna be a little bit different. But yeah, I think for next time, working backwards from the even like getting a list of projects and sort of squinting at it real hard and figuring out how we want to do the breakdown makes a lot of sense. And really, like what TC's saying, split half, do 500 tickets and get as many as you want. Another 500, one per account or whatever. Again, people are going to multi-count it, whatever baked in. But I think there's something to that, right? Like if we went at this with the idea that obviously we want to, like, I love having the partner projects. There's a million different ways to work with them on stuff like that though, too, right? Like it's not, I think there's ways that we haven't explored yet about, how we can do that. But then working backwards from the goal, like how many people do you want in this drop? What's the kind of, do you want people that can come in and spend $100 each or $1 each or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's a little bit what we have to think of.
Yep, cool. I'm excited to brainstorm on that stuff. So speaking of which, so some of the partners that I just wanted to kind of do a tour of the partners that we have so far for Anon. It filled up pretty fast. Motivation that slaps you. That name doesn't get old, for the record. Crypto Alpha mini app is nearly ready. They actually are turning their Crypto Alpha little Telegram bot thingy into an app. I actually saw a preview of it this morning, and they're definitely leaning into the sort of the same kind of themes and mechanics of whatever clicker games you're happening to play on Telegram or on Ton. They're all really similar. It's because the vast majority of them are based on the Notcoin open source stuff. So it'll feel, I think, pretty similar. So that's going to be really, really interesting. If you're not doing Crypto Alpha yet, somebody should post their invite link in the comments, or just DM it to me. I was going to post mine, but I've had like a bunch of people join me. And actually, like I posted that gems thing, and like I woke up this morning and I had like 12 people on there that were my friends, and I was like, I was way too excited about that. And on the gems thing, like, is there an airdrop? Nobody fucking knows. Like, it's one of those things that like I'm just like, doing the game for like no reason, which really it brings to mind like all the ideas that we've had and that you guys, frankly, have had about really go working backwards from like we have this carrot, what goes backwards from that, right? And over and over and over again, it's going to be so much more of a rich experience than the things that I have tried so far, right? Like it's whether it's the insane hamster thing or the the gems thing or whatever, right? Like I think I'm excited about it. Is there any info on what the roadmap is for Anon? I think the densest information currently is probably the pin post in the Telegram. They've hinted at a lot of stuff, yeah, I think that's about all there is for that right now, TC. And again, like ask Wax Anon about that stuff. I think they're forming up some ideas, but like they've got a pretty intense plan, short-term plan for what to do directly after launch, which is kind of fun. They put a fair amount of thought into it. All right. I did ask. Triple B's throwing me his it's like, all right, so if anyone's not on Crypto Alpha yet, boop, you can get onto it here. Info needs to be stated. 100%, right? And that's there's going to be.
Do they have a website already?
I don't think so.
Because I think that's very important. There should be a website. I think we will have the info page from Launchbacks. I planned to have that today, but I don't know if it will be really possible if I don't have the confirmation about the split. As soon as I have that, I can post that, but that's only the same information that it's in the Telegram and whatever I have access to. But I think that it's very important that every project team has its own website and
for sure.
And it's sharing their plans with the community over there.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously Nefty is part of it. I don't know if you guys have seen the Nefty Blocks website. It's pretty good. We use it every day, 24 hours a day. And Betsy, of course. So hey, what's you were talking about doing like an Anon accessory, like a hat or a shirt or something?
But we have an Anon Betsy ready, but I don't know if I will do it that way. Last time there were 500 claims from Betsy only. No, more than 500 claims. So yeah, I think it was like 700 or 900. I don't remember. Yeah, around 900 claims. So I have to redesign everything. And the problem is that I go on a vacation tomorrow. Right. So basically, I don't know how what I will do. It's a little bit rushed, and having to change that has a little bit of an impact for me. But I'll see how we do it. And it feels bad for me having only that amount of tickets, but it's okay. I agreed to that, so I have to live with it.
Yeah, well, and again, like I think it's definitely worth keeping in mind for next time, because the points are definitely well taken. So okay, could you can you kind of run it like a bounty, like however many claims you get, just run it through a picker and pick 50?
Yeah, but it's kind of unfair in my opinion, because when you have a Betsy and you have been buying Betsy since 2 years ago and giving people only that, feels like bad. Maybe what I'll do is that I will buy I don't know, a couple of maybe 1,000 worth of LP NFTs and raffle that or give that to the community somehow. I don't know. I have to think about what to do.
Okay.
Because otherwise it feels like the investment was too big for what people are getting in return.
Well, they didn't know they were getting any of this, right? So this is all extra.
Yes and no, because the way Betsy was born was to always and constantly get rewards. Maybe it was not properly communicated. Maybe it didn't work out because it never sold out. But but still that doesn't change what was the plan and the
Right.
philosophy behind Betsy. And I think
Right.
that should not change, even if things didn't turn out as we
I
expected.
agree. But like, how many Betsies are out there right now?
I have no clue.
It's like thousands, right? So not every single one of them is going to get anything. So it's already
Yeah,
like, okay, well,
yeah.
if you claim, right? So it's all kind of,
Yeah,
it's not arbitrary because you want to give it
and
out as wide as you possibly can. But as an example, there's 300 6-month stickers for Uplift. Not all
yeah,
of
but
those are going to get it,
you
right? So
know,
it'll be one per account.
and it's okay if not every Betsy gets something, but every Betsy that participates in the activity should get something. That's my point.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that would be
yeah,
ideal for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and even if it's a tiny bit, but every Betsy should receive it.
Yeah, no, I like that for sure. Oh my God, you're gonna leave Corey alone on that show? Yeah, TC, you might have to come join me. I mean, I'll probably live. It won't be
No,
like
I'll probably be here anyway. Just that I won't be working all day. Yeah.
again, and you're on vacation, man. Like
Yeah.
if you're not here for the show, TC will come keep me company. We'll survive, hopefully. No promises. Obviously, it's a million times more fun when you're here. That's for sure. Okay, so Betsy's something's going to happen there. I haven't actually confirmed Shipple yet, but I mean they're in on everything, so like that's going to be fun. I'm sure they'll do that. They've got those little Shipple packs where you get some NFTs and some Shipple, and he likes to talk constantly about the fact that was the first time on Nefty where you could get token from a pack.
From a pack.
Yeah. He's very excited about that. And yeah, so I mean, stuff for the show. Like, how should we give out our 50 spots on the from the Nefty show?
Yeah, that's also a good question. We haven't talked about that.
Right. So yeah, hey, if you have any ideas, feel free to hop into the comments about how we could best get 50 wax addresses to send out for the show. Yeah, Crypto Shirt's saying the new waxed out LP farm is on fire. They actually have like just a straight token farm too. I'm actually going to be talking to Megan from Wiener about that right after the show, actually. So yeah, TC, you have to be watching the show. I mean, that's I agree, right? So even if we had bullshit, he just messaged me on Telegram. I'm in for all the things because of course he is. No surprise there. Yeah, so I mean, maybe we'll just have to like start that now, right? If there's 43 people watching the show right now, and this is not for sure, this is an idea. We're gonna wait for one to agree or not agree. Even if I put my the Nefty Show Twitter is kind of where most people watch it. If they were to say DM their wax address to this thing, I hate the DM thing though, because the commenting of the GIFs is so much more fun. So like under the show each day, I'm just trying to figure out what would be the easiest way for me to like grab them or whatever.
The thing is that if you do that, people can comment even if they are not watching the show.
That's true.
So yeah.
So if they DM, if there was a secret word and they DM'd me the secret word, they'd probably have to be watching the show or hear it from somebody else, obviously, which we can't really do much about that. But then they're not just seeing it on every comment, which would kind of defeat the purpose.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Do Word. Yeah, Do Word is the name of my new country band for reasons that I can't right now define. All right, well, what's the secret word today?
What's the secret? Do we already have a secret word today?
Let's fuck it. Let's do it. If we're gonna do it, let's do
it. Wait. You only have 50 spots.
Yeah.
How many are you going to give away today?
So what if we said so part of me wants to do first 5, but if we did that every time, it'd be the first 5, the same 5 every time, like guaranteed, right? And we want to sort of, some people watch the show later on in the day or whatever, right? So what if we just said, okay, like today, I'd like to be done. Let's say I want to be done for the show in 5 shows, right? And so if we said, okay, we're going to give away 10 today, however many wax addresses come in, I'll come do the random number generator on bounty blocks and just pick 10 from that. Goobers.
No, Corey,
The
that's not
words are
how you
great.
do it. That's not how you
You
do
tell
it.
me. That's
Because when you do a raffle, you have to do it in public. You have to go to a platform and bring it here, enter the addresses, ring, 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 ring,
you
have that
don't.
thing turning, and
You
show
really
that
don't.
in public.
You
Yes, you
really.
do.
I mean, you can, but I have not done it before, and it's been fine. So you definitely don't have to. There's no law.
No, it's not that you don't. I agree. It's not that you have to. It's that you should do it that way for transparency. Otherwise, yeah, how do I know that you really made a raffle? But I know because I trust you. But
Yeah. No, so we can lean
it
into
should
that
be
though.
transparent. It's what
Yeah,
I
no,
mean.
we can lean into that. So all the wax addresses that I get between now and whenever, like 5 shows from now, 4 shows from now, right? We take
Yeah.
all those wax addresses the whole time, multiples, whatever, and then we'll come and do whatever kind of live raffle. People show me where to go to do all that stuff, and it's on there, and people can say, "Hey, oh, look at my fucking wax address on the screen." Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
the way we will do it.
Here's the word. Pneumonultra microscopic silicovolcanonucleosis. What?
Okay, and
Volcanoconiosis.
don't get it wrong, guys. If you
Yeah,
get
no,
it
if you
wrong,
spell it wrong, you're fucked.
no, you're fucked.
We're
You're
not
not
using that as that's not the
but-
word. Don't use that as a word. That's too hard. That's great. That's the longest word. That's crazy. Cliffhanger. I kind of like goobers. Sun lotion is 2 words, bro. Not that we can use it. Yeah, crypto shorts data create a specific quote tweet that needs to be quite tweeted. Oh, quote tweeted, tag 3 friends, must be following, etc. Then only after X amount of quote tweets, they can go into a randomizer. That's it's complicated, and it's not that it's a bad idea. It's a good idea as far as like getting the word out more. What we really, I think, very simply want to value is just like, are you watching this show? Because I think what I'd like to do longer term is. And Juan's actually brought this up a bunch. Like, we want to train people that if you're watching this show, you can kind of expect, like, in the same way that owning Betsy's is a good idea, in the same way that owning 6 Month Stakers is a good idea. If you're actually watching the show, then we want to bring benefits to those people specifically, right? Jesus Christ, there's another really long one. Is that the longest word in a different language, Mackie? Oh, this is the longest place name on the map. I'm not reading that. I think it would break my brain. Jesus Christ. All right. So, okay, Juan, what do you think the secret word should be for today?
I don't know. But what I know is that we should not give it away right now.
Till we want to do it at the end?
No. Whenever we feel like doing it.
What's the word going to be, though? You could write it on a little piece of paper.
We will decide that whenever we are feeling like sharing it.
Oh, I like it. All right.
But it's not right now.
Okay.
Right now we're talking about the partners.
We are talking about the partners.
No, it's not salchicha. Salchicha is the winner, but the Spanish version of the winner.
The Spanish version of a wiener or a winner?
Yes, winner.
Like a hot dog.
Like a hot dog, yes.
Like a wiener.
Yeah, sorry, that something I realized is that native English speaking people has a hard time understanding us who are not native speaking English speakers, and you really need us to give you context for the words to understand what we're saying, because there are words that sound very alike. And
that's true, and also. Megan actually, when she announces winners to her like giveaways and stuff, she always calls them wieners. So there you go. Sense. It does. It makes perfect sense. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maestro doesn't have a hard time. It's just me because I suck. That's what it is. I'm just a freaking gringo who doesn't know what the fuck is going on. That's what's really happening. All right, so Uplift is partnering again. I think again, like many people own multiple 6 month stickers. I'm gonna try to open up another window for more people to get it, and it's basically just gonna be even if you own 10, you're only gonna get 1. So I want everybody to benefit, but when we only have a certain number, I want to make sure that as many people that are holding those things benefit as we can. For this one, there might be a better way to do it, and people can tell me what they think that is later on. So as we're gonna do for Uplift, AI God obviously is a partner, that we'll have to figure out how Dennis wants to do that. I'm looking forward to having Dennis on again. Actually, it was fun nerding out about AI with Adrian, and with honestly, anytime it comes up, I get a little bit feisty. Yep, I almost did it again. We'll talk about that later if there's time at the end of the show. Wiener obviously is going to be a partner for this one. Wax Art again actually asked if they could not only be part of the LP Wax Art.
Wax Art.
Yeah. AI Geometrics on Twitter. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they actually they were offering to send in like little gifts and presents for people, which may or may not be one of the reasons why we decided to put all of the tickets in packs. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And yeah, so Brick Society is going to be, I think, a big partner for Anon. They're good buddies. And PFP Wizard, I don't think Bucha has confirmed yet, but I'm going to assume. And Anon actually asked for PFP Wizards specifically, so that's fun. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
If you haven't, actually, I was gonna let's just go to there. I was gonna go to these websites actually for fun. It's ones that people might not know as much.
I think PFP Wizard should definitely be a partner, but yeah, Bukia has to agree.
Yeah, we'll have to confirm for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Oh, Flip Travis is going to be a partner on this one too. I think we're going to give away some minting credits or some already minted NFTs, stuff like that. We got some plans for that, so that'll be fun. So here's a Brick Society website. We've had them on the show. You can go search that and get a good introduction to what these cool cats are doing. A lot of it is like really cool ways to rent CPU and do some really fun kind of NFT mining stuff. And that's fun. I don't know what just happened there, but it was cool. Anyway, yeah, these guys are great. We're huge fans of these guys. They're doing really fun stuff in the show.
Definitely.
And they got a really cute website. I'll put it in here on the
definitely
thing if anybody wants to join their Discord, do all this stuff. Boink, boink. All right, so number one source for PFP rarity and discovery on Wax. This whole thing fascinated me for the first second I saw it. Well, and the main reason I saw this, one, remember you were trying to tell me I could check how much WUF I had coming back in the day.
Yes.
And they had the little WUF tracker thing, which was that was slick. That was really, really slick. So yeah, so I mean this is really fun. They've got the Wizzy NFTs that are out. These things over here, which are super fun. Top volume. Freaking Wax Ape Rave Club had $84,000 in volume from. That's crazy. Okay. Man, the PFP scene on Wax, I'm clueless. I'm absolutely clueless. I bought some Wizzies, so I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, this whole website is really, really interesting. Like if you're into the PFP scene on Wax or you want to get into it, this is probably a really great place to start. And get introduced to a lot of things and check out the different rarities and stuff. Here's the
definitely
the Wizzies.
Yeah,
that's fun. Craziness. Anyway, so yeah, those guys rule. Booch is a badass. And Rare Rugs is going to be in on this one again, which will obviously have some ensuing insanity. They actually sent 3 tokens worth $100 worth of tokens each to the LP already. They got front of that one. There's something called a Pixtalgia. Yeah,
Nostalgia, I think.
Game and Twitch channel that came on board. They're actually making a little scroller shooter game that has like a hot dog wiener in it and some other characters that you probably would recognize. And then Red Scorpion actually suggested that we talk to Infinite Carnival Experience. We haven't met them before. I'm talking to Miles Davis, now. So they came on board as a partner, and I think we'll probably get them on the show as well. They seem really cool. I haven't really talked to them much, but But yeah, my only fear is that, you know, Infinite Carnival experience just makes me feel like I'm going to be surrounded by clowns, which would be uncomfortable. It'd be very scary. And Dapper's in, and again, I got to talk to Anon about Sublime Sounds and maybe Maestro Beats. I'm not sure if they have anyone else that they wanted to add, but that shaped up pretty fast. So that took about 36 hours and a few conversations to get up to that point. So being surrounded by cool freaking projects is pretty fun, and obviously we want to be surrounded by more and more cool projects that are doing cool things all the time. How about a Telegram mini application where we can view our NFTs without leaving Telegram? Cough, cough. I mean, I don't know. That's a whole other thing.
Well, I think that would be very cool, but yeah, it's there has to be a business case for that.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you want to pay him $10,000 to build it? Do you want it that bad? No, and it'd be cool, and that was just a joke, right? But there we could probably, with a little bit of brainstorming, imagine what some kind of business use case would look like.
No, and I think there can be a legit business case for that. We only have to find it and explore that. But we have so many things to do right now that it's adding one more task to the wish list.
The list is long. I think we're taking new ideas for early next year. I think at this point. We definitely have a lot to do right now, for sure. And then Dapper came on board. I'm sure they'll do some Twitter stuff or whatever they want to do. They'll make it fun. So yeah, I'll be having conversations with all those partners as far as wanting to make sure that each one of these things is going out to somebody that is going to actually use it. It's very, very muy importante. Again, that's like the only Spanish that I know, because again, I'm a useless gringo that can't understand. I mean, honestly, I can't even understand half of the English speakers in the United States. So it's it's interestingly enough, like, I live sort of in the middle of Florida. If you go to the north of Florida, you've gone to the south, which is like like the sort of the kind of like U.S. Southerner, right? Not that they're all stupid, but they sure sound that way. Anyway, so you have to go north to northern Florida to really get into that. And honestly, even just like an hour and a half north, you start getting into Hickstown a little bit. I know, because I play in the dive bars up there, and it's never dull. Never dull. Oh man. All right, so that's pretty much it. Actually, Adrian just got back to me. I think they might just send in some presents for this one, which is kind of fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And which partners will be creating pools? Do you already know that?
I don't already know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from them about that. I mean, the ones that we know about, Rare Rugs and Pixtalgia sent in three different tokens. I don't think Wax Art is going to do it this time. Wiener and AI got obviously Uplift for sure. Nefty, for sure.
Yeah, we will
Shipple,
match the liquidity.
Shipple for sure. And I think Infinite Carnival Experience might have one or two tokens, and we haven't really confirmed what they're going to do with it, but it's not going to surprise me if they do one. So yeah, probably half. I think Crypto Alpha might have a token soon too. Anyway, we'll see. So more than half, I would say. Did Bricks has got a token, right? Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah. And they were checking. They were checking if they were allowed to send the token. So
yeah,
I think that will also be there.
Cool, awesome. So yeah, probably a dozen. I'll talk to. I'm sure Adrian will send some for LP2, so we'll add another one there.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Cool beans. Yeah, it's called Bricks. Fuck you, TC. And yes, obviously, of course, yes. But But yeah, I'm stoked, man. Like again, I think the feedback about making sure they have the website done up and if not a
Yeah.
roadmap, I think they're I think finalizing some ideas around their plan, but even just like a breakdown of what they know they're going to do would be really useful. Like everything that I've heard, I'm kind of excited about. So having that somewhere where people can actually kind of read up on it would be good.
I would say yes and no. I think it's not really that important. Think about WIF on Solana, Dog with Hat.
Yeah.
Go to their website. It says
Yeah.
there's no
Honestly,
fucking
I
roadmap.
I
This
agree.
is a
I
meme
think
token. What can you do
yeah.
with this? Have fun. You can do
Yeah.
nothing. It's a freaking meme token.
Yep. I
So
agree.
yeah.
I honestly I
So
think people on Wax have been trained to expect output from projects that's fucking stupid, frankly. That's really, really dumb. And the attention span is really, really low. And if that again, like that, we might see like 1 million tokens or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, that's if we really want to get into meme tokens, I think we should start training ourselves to understand that it's not about the 50,000 million things, because what you're really asking for then is utility. And that's not what we're doing here. And again, it's not the projects aren't going to
that's
find cool
not.
things to do, but it's
Yeah,
like it's just I don't know.
yeah,
It feels like overhead we don't need.
I think that asking for utility, it's the best way to get disappointed.
Agreed.
Because you will ask the team, okay, where's your roadmap? Do this, do that, da, 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 da. Okay, when they
Yep.
come with a beautiful roadmap, then they won't be able to achieve half of what they wanted, and all the community will be disappointed. So I think it's better if they say this is useless, this is worthless, and then it turns out that there are lots of things to do with that token and whatever.
It's
That's
better.
amazing.
I
That's much
completely
better,
agree.
I think.
Yeah, I completely agree. And again, like people can, there's gonna be 100 freaking meme coins, on Wax by the end of the year, and we're gonna find out, right? Some will have really detailed plans, some won't.
Yeah.
And I think there's a significant probability that the ones that are just having way more fun and have absolutely no fucking plan whatsoever, are gonna be the ones that win. But we'll find out, right? Like, I'm not in control of the market. The market is, right? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I completely agree. Like I'd love for the projects to have space to kind of do whatever the fuck they want to do, and when it happens, great. But I think people wanted to make short-term investing decisions based on roadmaps. I mean, we all saw what happened to the ICOs or whatever, and people have lots of choices now, right? Like there's projects on Wax that are putting out updates every 5 seconds. You can decide if the math works for you on those things, and that can be more exciting. And then there's projects that are just going to be slowly grinding out some things that frankly I think are going to be amazing. But then what if Wiener just did fucking Twitter giveaways for a year? I'm still holding, right? Like I think that's freaking amazing. Like it
You're
really
still
is.
holding? I'm buying every day. Not only
Yeah, no,
holding.
and honestly, like I have been too. I have been too. Because I think it just like it's like once that vibe catches on, it's not going to need utility. It just won't. That's not how this works, right?
Yeah. What's the utility for Cat with Hat? What's the utility for Popcat? What's the utility for Pepe? For Dogecoin? Yeah, I think there's no utility at all.
It's true.
Well, it's very useful to have fun, but that's about it, I think.
But I think there's something to be said for, because I think one of the things that Alcy said too about cow fat, is they've got it linked into some stuff where you can like buy groceries with it somewhere. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? But like some, that kind of utility is still on people's minds, right? Like what can you actually do with this token? So, but I mean, that's if you go like, is that on the roadmap? No, they don't have one. They have a cat, and you can click on it and make it happy.
but think about this: if you have a deflationary token that you can use for something,
yeah.
Let's say you can use it to shop groceries.
Yeah, it's an automatic 4% expense.
You're paying. You already the government is taxing you, and you're willing to pay extra taxes just to.
This is the thing. I think the goal there is, like with deflationary tokens, there's always the probability that, like, if the market cap stays the same and the supply keeps going down, the stuff that you're holding ends up being good. So if there's a way that you can use it and create movement, it's the thing on a deflationary token where you don't have any token movement, it'll never deflate. It'll just sit there, right?
Exactly.
So like finding reasons for people to spend that specifically is really critical.
Yes, that I agree.
I'm not sure what you mean, TC. Yeah, but all you just said could be swapped on blockchain, unlike things on Wax. Not 100% sure what you mean. Once enough tokens are distributed, the community and the holders can create their own utilities. I mean, yeah, with Doge, it was layer one or what have you, right? Yeah. No, I think there's something to be said for having your own blockchain for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and for being super OG and having a fucking $80 trillion market cap and right, like it sort of creates its own momentum at that point for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, I think because again, all these projects or all the projects that I know, they really do want to do things to make themselves more interesting, and everybody's exploring that, right? I think Juan and I totally agree with this, and not everybody needs to. The argument that utility is necessary is a mistake that Wax is making, right? Every project on Wax, oh my God, there's so much utility. There's so much utility, people can't keep up to it, and no one cares. From a market cap perspective, in Web3, no one could give a remote fuck, like at all, right? From a percentage basis for everything that's going on, in crypto, I think focusing on that isn't helping us. It's fun in the short term, right? You can make some decisions based on this, that, and the next thing, like over the next few weeks, right? On kind of where you want to deploy stuff. I mean, that could be a thing that you could be really interested in and might work for you. But I think just as at the system level, I think it's a road we've beaten to death, and I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense for projects to get super distracted by that.
Well, I think that for some kind of projects it does.
Well, it might be the only thing you're doing, right? That's the thing. Like if you got like Wax DAO or whatever, like you've already got a use case in mind for a token, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's Launchbags wants to also launch those tokens, right? If it doesn't want to be deflationary, you got a game, you want to do whatever, right? Like that, we're definitely open for business to do those kinds of projects as well. But I think like just on the actual meme tokens, giving them space to be meme tokens feels like a good idea.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. Yeah.
Cool.
I think there's a place for every kind of token, but every kind of token will have different characteristics, and that's it.
Yeah, it's true. Did you guys see that? I saw a tweet about it. I was going to get the details on it. Have you seen the Hawk Tua freaking meme that came out the last few days?
Which one?
Hawk Tua. It's basically I think it's a meme about a girl spitting. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, a buddy of mine at one of my shows, the owner of the Southern Lights Brewery down here, best beer on the face of the earth. I'm biased. It's my buddy that makes it. It's really good beer though. Anyway, he was showing one of his bartenders this meme that's just, it just has Hawk Tua on it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, and you sort of read into it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Haha, innuendo. I get it. There was a meme token on Solana that ended up with, I think, a $12 million market cap. So I think one of the things that I think Adrian is constant, like he's reminding us of a lot, is like the time distance between like a meme that starts taking over the internet and a meme token on one of the larger chains that ends up actually spiking, and it's going to spike down just as hard, but like there's like almost like a token valuation based on the curve of its that meme catching attention, which is really interesting, right? And I think like there's going to be I think an interesting space for that possibility happening on Wax, where if people want to deploy something real simply and just have it completely go out an IDO and go out in an hour, they're going to be able to do that and see if they can capture the energy of that, like whatever little fleeting internet craze is going on at the time, right? But again, like the half-life on those things is usually like days, maybe a week and a half, right? And I think the half-life on those tokens is probably going to be pretty similar, but I think it's still something that is happening and creating a lot of movement over on Solana, at least. So,
well, yeah, for many, maybe it's true that the life will be very short, but I also think that there are some other tokens that are long-lived and people keeps on using them. But something we have to understand is that in Solana there is a trading ecosystem. You can really trade. You can really place orders. You can really go and and have fun trading and even make some money trading.
Yeah.
And only trading meme coins. So
Right.
that's enough. You
Well,
you can make a living from trading meme tokens on Solana. On Wax, we still don't have that. So that has to come, because why do you need utility if you can trade the token and make some money while trading it?
yeah, last cycle tweet NFTs were a thing. It's true. They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So it's going to be, because I know you think about this a lot. Like I hope that we can attract or engineer or build whatever needs to be built so that kind of trading experience can be on Wax. It's not like you can't trade. Like you can do things here. Do you think one of the things Adrian says, I haven't really looked at this just because all the new pools that kind of sparked up over and over and over again on Wax, I felt like 99% of them were literal scam tokens. So I ignore that whole thing. But I wonder if that's something that on Solana people are sort of looking at those pools and the amount of liquidity that they have or don't have or whatever, are just scanning that whole system for new pools that are popping up in case they can snipe something that looks interesting and then try and ride whatever little wave is going on. Is that kind of a difference over there?
I think there's a lot of people doing that over there.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that ultimately sort of creates a self-reinforcing, little, initial cycle and stuff, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So basically, we need like 100,000 TCs who's out there fucking scouring the low liquidity stuff on Wax, looking for really interesting things.
Yeah,
and he finds them. So
we should start cloning TC and have like the
I agree
100,000 TCs we need.
Yeah, we need 100,000 TCs. And this is the way. What's up, Chad? What's going on, man? All right. So, anything else you want to cover before we come up with some kind of word?
Okay, I don't know. Nothing special. Nothing in particular, I have to say.
Okay.
I can only say that today's word is what? Today,
Broforce.
Broforce.
That's 2 words.
Pump chat. Well, today's word is pump.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So go to the Nefty Show Twitter account, DM the Nefty Show Twitter account the word pump and your Wax address, and I will studiously collect them all and put them onto a master list that we will, before all this stuff happens, we'll pick 50 names out of a hat live on the interwebs in a confirmable way. Pump, not dump, for sure.
Yes, not dump, please.
Pump with a
Don't
P.
do that. Dumping is forbidden.
Yeah.
No dumping until a new Bitcoin all-time high. Okay?
Yes. Not even a new, like a really good all-time high. Not like a fucking 5% over all-time high. That's not an all-time high. That's like a bump. Screw that.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, we need some stuff.
Keck dead? No, why would Keck be dead?
I mean, they're doing updates every 45 seconds. Yeah. So I mean, they got some stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole thing. But
it was again going down in price. Now that I see it,
yeah, a little bit. I mean, I know, yeah, whatever. People are having fun with it until they're not.
Yes, it was going down.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Ooh. I have some opinions. I'm going to keep them to myself. People can figure it out on their own. And really, like, hype cycles happen. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't realize. I just checked it right now. I haven't checked the Keck in a while, and I see that now. I'm so disappointed.
I mean, it's not like they're not trying new things. So
yes,
they'll.
I think it might still go back to
and really, like, it's been so. It's all this is still really short term, right? Like this could all just be ripples on the wave. Yeah, apparently the Chad charts do it. Well, and I think, and Marsh, we should probably have you back on to because I've been hearing little snippets about stuff you guys are planning and all that kind of stuff. We'd love to have you on and let people know what those are so that I can also learn myself what the hell's going on. But yeah, Chad's trending in the right direction the last time I checked, which is fun. Actually, I had a buddy of mine ask me about Chad the other day. I'm like, look at the chart. These guys they got ideas. They got ideas, yo.
Well, I think that while you have as long as you have an active community, then there will be things happening.
100%. Yeah, Marshall, I'll send you the Calendly link, and you can just grab, the date. What am I trying to say right now? Yeah. Faux show. The Monstery Monsters. So again, DM the word pump with your wax address to the Nefty Show. We're going to do this every show, but it'll be a different word tomorrow. Won't be the same word. That would be ridiculous.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll get the Calendly out to you, Martian, and actually want to get it out to a bunch of people. There's we got some spots open up over the next couple of weeks. And yeah, so what are the days that you're not going to be here so that I can make sure I have a guest? So it's not just me pontificating about AI for an hour every morning.
I can't tell you because I don't know when we'll have internet signal and when I won't.
Well, let's assume you're.
But if
what
you
are the
want
days
to assume that I won't
you're
be
not gonna
here,
be.
I won't be here tomorrow, the day after, and the day after.
So this week.
Then the weekend we have no show.
That's true.
Then Monday not here.
Okay.
And Tuesday not here.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Wait until August. Remember that I live in Europe. I need proper vacations. I'm not American with a short vacation. In Europe, we need proper vacations. So yeah.
Triple B. DMs on the Nefty Show, not Nefty Blocks. Just so we're on the same page. He's asking
if the Nefty Show. Yes,
if DMs were available on the Nefty Twitter. I don't know about Nefty Blocks, but Nefty Show they should be available. And if they're not, I'll set it up. They should. I think pretty sure they're open, but we can check. I think people should take vacations, man. I mean, like we're gonna be on this planet. As far as anyone really knows, we're on this planet one time, and then that's it, right? So, like,
are you sure?
No, but that's. I mean, no one can prove anything else, and no one ever has.
Agreed. No one can prove anything else.
So, I think assuming that is the only appropriate thing, I think people should fucking spend some time with their families and having fun on this planet instead of just being fucking like neck deep in degen shit 24 hours a day. Go touch grass. Like it. I think. Helping each other to obviously have as much fun with this shit as we possibly can. But then also figure out, how to have fun in their lives is good. It's awesome. It's really important. We on a simulation. I mean, honestly, like if it's weird and we don't live in a perfectly just physical world, the simulation is definitely the highest probability, without a shadow of a doubt. We can't prove that it's a simulation, so it's just as silly a theory as every other silly theory that we can't prove. But I think it's the most likely silly theory. And to the point where I think about it far too often.
Yeah. Corey, we're having a problem here.
Can't see an envelope on
Nefty Show.
Well, let's fucking solve that shit, kids.
Yes.
I'll do that right now. Good checking out.
Please.
We can't prove otherwise. Here's the thing with the can't prove otherwise. You can't prove there isn't a giant spaghetti monster behind the moon. That argument is garbage. It just is. Not that I haven't used it, but just I think we all need to understand the whole like you can't disprove it. That is also true for literally every stupid idea everyone has ever had, right? You can't disprove it, and so ipso facto it's an interesting idea. It's just not, right? Like that's
wait. You're getting it wrong there.
Oh, go on.
Stupid ideas that you can prove wrong.
Okay, no, that's true. That's true.
That you can prove them. No, come on.
It doesn't make it a good idea if you can't prove that it's wrong. That let me restate that so that it makes sense, because you're totally right. Some ideas are very provably stupid.
Yes, exactly.
Including the one I just said before this. So that's fun.
Yeah. Hey, Waxpack is here.
Well, Paga's actually he's one of the dudes that's like in there actually building the simulation, which is how he managed to network all that liquidity together. Yeah, there's nothing behind the moon. There's no render, just an empty black. That's good. There's this philosopher from, I think it's like the 1700s or 1800s, that was basically saying that like anything that we can't perceive isn't real. And then somebody asked him like, well, what happens to it, when a person isn't looking at it? And he was like, well, God's looking at it. And that to me is like, there's like sort of long before anybody knew what a computer was ever going to look like hundreds of years before, there was this sort of like kind of simulation-esque kind of thing, just based on the fact that if we're not perceiving it, can we prove that it's real? You can't, right? Like that's sort of, anyway.
Yeah.
This fucking goat. Not gonna argue with that at all. I was gonna go to Twitter. Entertain these people for a second. I mean, we could just break and I'll go fix it.
So that people can DM Bomb
Yeah.
and Wax address to the Nifty Show Twitter.
Yeah. So let's log into the right Twitter right now. All right. Oh, there we go. This is gripping. The Earth is flat. This simulation can't handle 3D graphics. That hurts my feelings. I don't, for the life of me, understand how it's possible that anyone on the face of this earth can think the Earth is flat right now. Like, you have to have your head jammed so far up your ass, and it's just like, I want to get attention, and if I have to get attention by looking like a complete fucking idiot online, then that's the only thing that must be where they're at in their lives.
Corey, you'll make me cry.
I don't want to make you cry, dude.
Isn't the Earth flat?
Son of a bitch. You're killing me. You're killing me.
No, come on.
It's not. Yeah, go stand in a tall building. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, someone start a flat earther meme token on Wax, please. And then first, one, you have to figure out a way for me to short a meme token, and then yes, do that. And I'll short the fucking shit out of it.
Oof, yeah, that's something that will come later. We have too many things to do.
I was kidding. All right. Threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
Where just looking for how to open up my messages, everyone. This is gonna like really blow our DMs up, but whatever. Fuck it. Let's go. Somebody want to test that out? It should be open to everyone now.
Yeah, maybe you can ask Crypto Shorts to try again.
Yeah, anybody's on the Twitter, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hamster has over 200 million accounts. Okay, Juan, I need your professional opinion. Because there is an assumption that, not an assumption. They're listed like there's going to be an airdrop on the Hamster thing, right?
Yes.
How many of those 200 million accounts are bots?
I have no clue. And I don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm just like, I'm curious about it, right? Like if it's 200, if it's like 0.2 billion human beings, that breaks my brain. Like I don't understand how to deal with that, right? But if it's like, even if it's like 98% bots, that's still freaking 4 million people, which is insane, right? Like so there's some kind of variation in the numbers.
But I don't think that the amount of bots. I think that it's way less. And remember, there's a lot of people who isn't really playing, because to get to the number of friends that you really need to unlock all the stuff, you start inviting your dead grandmother to play, and of course she will register
like, hey, grandma,
and she will never play. So
grandma, give me your phone. Puts Telegram on it as a thing. No, there's definitely some of that going on. That's funny. How many friends do you need to get to like the upper echelons? I haven't really gotten that far in Hamster yet.
It depends, but now the latest thing that you have to unblock, they stop saying, okay, you need 9 friends, you need 5 friends, or you need one extra friend. So it doesn't matter if you have 10, 15, 2 or whatever, you need one more friend to unlock the next thing. So
let's go.
Yeah, I was very disappointed because today I wanted to unlock the, I think it was Turkey trade license, trading
Uh,
license, and yeah, I was not able to do it, and I'm running out of friends.
I mean, that's like the is the genius of it, right? Like
Yeah,
you want to open up Turkey because game, blah 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 blah. Like at any point where you're playing a game like this or like anything else, you're like, oh my goodness, I need to bring another human being. I mean that's the power of this stuff at the end of the day, right? Like they've got the little carrot,
yeah,
like whatever that little carrot is, and that carrot is clicking a button with the words Turkish license on it for get some number go uppy, right? That doesn't even really maybe even mean
yeah,
that much, but like that, like understanding that game loop in our own minds is so much fun because like that's if we can capture a tiny percentage of that. In the kind of really engaging experience with not one potential future carrot, but freaking carrots every week potentially, right? That's just I don't know. I get really fucking excited about that.
yeah,
It's really fun.
and to play this, yeah, I invited a lot of people. Melanie invited a lot of people. My daughters invited a lot of people. But in the end, many of them are not playing. But
Right.
a couple of them started playing.
Right.
So that's exactly what gets
Yeah.
the engine going.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. I agree. Well, especially even too, like if imagine all those people are playing. I say we have, it's like 2 months from now, we got, 10,000, 100,000 people that are playing the thing or whatever, right? And all the people that are playing, they find out, oh, we got just a tiny little airdrop, but everybody did. So now they're going to all their friends and they're saying, hey, you guys are probably going to get on there because you guys actually got like a little something, and that little something can be like legitimately tiny, just non-zero, right?
yeah,
Access to like it could be like a Betsy NFT or something like that, right? Like
yeah,
some
whatever. But
or an
but you
airdrop
know
from
what?
Uplift or what, you know, like something that now you guys are having to tell the people that you invited, hey, like you can check this out or whatever. It's like a little thing that's in there that's pretty cool.
But you know what really shocked me is that
Go on.
I invited a friend, and she said, "No, no, no, Telegram. I will never install that. That's where drug dealers are hanging out." And I was like, "What the fuck?
Have you
Where do
seen
you
Facebook?
live? On which planet do you live? Come
I
on!"
mean, I've heard those kind of rumors too, but I mean, I've heard them about WhatsApp too. Like that's it's whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, just by the dint of the number of people that are on Telegram, are there drug dealers on there? For sure. Like, just statistically,
yeah,
definitely that's true. But
but
there's
come
also
on.
literally everyone else.
Yeah, but come on. There are just drug dealers. I'm pretty sure you send your kids to school, and there are drug dealers' kids in the same school. You go to the bank, and there will be shitloads of bank accounts owned by drug dealers. They are everywhere. So come on, don't come with this bullshit that it's that they are all hanging in Telegram. Yeah, come on.
But you can't prove that they're not.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, the secret word Red Scorpion was pump.
oh,
Go to the Nefty show and let me know. I don't know if you sent this before or after I changed it triple B. But I tried to open up the DMs on the Nefty Show Twitter. If that didn't work, somebody please let me know. I'm gonna go check in there. Pretty sure it did. Go to direct messages. Allow message requests from everyone. Message requests from everyone is active.
yeah, RT educators, you're spoiling it. That was the word for tomorrow. So no,
Don't hurt my feelings.
we'll have to change it. We'll
Uh,
have to change it.
all right. So you want to know why I'm really bullish on Wiener?
Why is that?
I'll fucking show you. Because here is Wiener riding a bull.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's so much fun. And here's a cat with a pizza hat.
Wait a
So there
minute.
you go. Anyway,
Yes.
I'm easily amused. All right.
Yeah.
I'm good if you're good. If for any reason you can't DM Nefty Show, let me know. Again, I just confirmed that it was open, so it should be fine. We can always figure out a different system if we need to for tomorrow. But yeah,
Yeah.
77 people watching. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And we'll get a list of all of the partner projects up in the Anon website the Anon Telegram pretty soon. And by all means, tell them to go get a website and ask them a bunch of questions, because they actually do have some plans. So, whatever kind of information density they want to roll with is what they're going to do. Tell them to get a website too. That's a good idea. Even if they do just put a fucking anonymous guy on there that looks like that. Maybe put like a little knitted hat on there. I'm easily amused. All right. Anything else before we break, Mr. One?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So the WAN token is not going to happen until you get back now. It's like probably
Yes, the one token will happen when I get back.
After Anon, probably, right? Because it's going to be kind of
crazy. You're making me work too much. That's why I can't not prepare for the one token.
That's weird.
So sad, but okay. One token after I'm back.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yes.
Gotta become one with the one.
Yes, the $1
The $1 billion WAN market cap is like I woke up thinking about that one in the middle of the night.
The one token can only have 1 billion market cap.
That's only 1 billion. That's it. Only $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be capped.
The only one.
The only 1 billion market cap.
Yep.
All right. Do the thing.
Yes.